Shout out Q. Shout out Q.
So obviously, Casey, very up and down performance, a crazy first half defensively, holding Angel City in the second half. What are some of the key positives you're honing in on to take through the practice into the game this Friday at home?
Yeah, that was a wild game for sure. There's a lot to take away, I think, positive and negative. But on the positive side, I think a lot of goals. That was huge. Even when we weren't, the best in some moments defensively, we were still able to create a lot of opportunities, and not only that, finish. Another positive I would say is just like the character that we showed. We went down, and we weren't, you know, we still had feelings of, hey, we got this, and we were able to fight back. So I think those were two huge takeaways.
Casey, there's been a lot of talks about the youth of this team, and you are also new on this club, especially. But being a veteran and coming in and seeing this group, what kind of expectations did you have when you first came here? And then to see where you guys are now, does it surprise you, or did you know that maybe from the first few practices that you guys had this potential?
Yeah, there's a lot of new pieces, both player wise, staff wise. So to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect. I did think it might take some time to get the chemistry going, just with all the new pieces and implementing a new type of style of play. It's no easy thing, and generally takes time. But I would say just looking at how far we've progressed and how quickly, it's very exciting. Long way to go still, but I think it's certainly positive to see how far we've come in this short amount of time.
And Coach said getting ready for Seattle this week, he said the best way to play defense is to have the ball, which is something that you guys have had, been doing the past few weeks, maintaining that possession. Why would you say that that's being like, I guess, the standard, and how do you guys continue to implement that as you head into this week?
Yeah, that's definitely a phrase that he's been saying a whole lot, the whole season, but especially these last few weeks. And it's true. If we can keep possession, it's a lot less defending, a lot less running. Everyone's happier. But there's going to be games where it's just not possible. It's going to be a battle, and we saw that with Louisville. That was crazy. But as much as we can, we want to keep the ball and not make it just so much of a track meet. And so if we can do that, I think we will be successful.
And how important is it to have this type of momentum? You guys are playing very well in these past few weeks, especially knowing that FIFA break is coming up, which is a couple months, but it will probably end up feel like it's happening tomorrow. Yeah. How important is it to capitalize off of this momentum that you guys have while you guys are all still together before that break?
Yeah, it's huge to be able to keep the momentum going. We had a big 3-game in 12 days, I think it was, road trip, so we wanted to come off of that with as many points as possible. So we were happy about that, and the biggest thing after that was keeping that going. And So I think last week's performance was huge to be able to continue that momentum, and then we've got one more before the next FIFA break. So we would love to keep it going while we're all together, because it definitely disrupts things when people are in and out. So hopefully we can continue that.
And defensively, just sticking there for another moment, obviously in the second half, holding Angel City in their own zone. What are you looking defensively to try to keep that going come Friday as well?
Yeah, we would love to just really hone in on the details, the small details. I think the biggest thing is, owning our box. That's something that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, is just making sure, whether that's bumping, whether that's staying with our marks, or just being ruthless in the box. I think those are the big things we want to focus on, are the details.
With the growth of women's soccer, specifically the NWSL, this is your first time experiencing Audi Field this year. Just what do you make of like the crowds kind of breaking records almost every single home match, and how great is it to have the support of the community like you guys do?
Oh my gosh, that was like one of the first things I noticed, was how incredible the energy at Audi Field is. I was on Chicago last year and playing at Audi Field on the other side of things. It's like intense. So it's really cool to be on the good side and having people cheering. But I mean, just to continue to get bigger and bigger crowds, it's so huge, and it makes all the difference for us. Like when we're in a tight battle, we need that. We need that energy. So it's just been so cool.
How does it feel? How did it feel to have that win on Saturday in front of the crowd, excitement and everything?
That felt pretty awesome. I think the first half was
Exactly.
a little bit chaotic, but just having the crowd there and having that energy and the numbers there, that helped us push through, especially in the moment when we went down. We felt that, and it helped push us forward.
Shout out Q. Shout out Q. Shout out Q. Shout out Q. Shout out Q.
Heading into this week, you guys lost to Seattle last time. Kind of looking back at that tape, what's kind of the focus going into this match?
Yeah, well, I think we are completely different team right now, to be honest, and also they have changed, and so that first game was completely different. It was our first game in the league, so a lot of emotions. Yeah, I think we didn't have the best performance that we wanted, but I'm sure that it's gonna be a completely different game. The team is competing good right now, and yeah, we are excited to finish as best as possible again at Audi Stadium before the FIFA break, and yeah, ready to compete again.
Looking at the last game, defeating Angel City 4-2, what are sort of some of the keys you're honing in on to try to carry that momentum to get another 3 points come this Friday?
Well, we need to learn from that game, especially first half. Well, we saw that it was kind of a crazy game with a lot of ups and downs, and also a lot of goals. It was great for the fans, but also in terms of what we want to do as a team, I think we want to have a little bit more control, especially with ball. So we need to be more patient and try to avoid those situations, because when we have those ups and downs and the game is kind of broken. So It's hard, to be honest, to defend, and I think we need to learn from that. So it's more about us emotionally. We need to be patient. It's going to be a long game, and if we are compact, if we can keep the ball much more and try to play in the half, I think we can have chances to win.
And coming from that last match into this one, what are some maybe defensive adjustments that you guys are looking to make heading into this
Yeah, I think we, especially this week, we are going to focus on that. Try to have good communication. Try to reduce more or distances between players, between lines, and try to be more compact. It's not easy because yeah, a lot of teams also they are doing pretty good job creating numbers. The other day we saw that with Thompson, so when they were progressing through the width, and kind of adjust that with a good communication, good distances, and again, for me the best way to defend is having the ball. So if we have the possession, so we are gonna defend. I think less and better because if we are together when we have the ball, our distances are shorter. So once you lose the ball, you can press and win it back. So again, so as best as we attack, better we are gonna defend.
and going from that first match when you guys first came here, especially for you, experiencing what Audi Field is and how the fans are extremely passionate, and there's been a lot of growth match after match every single time. How exciting is it to see that, knowing that this is a brand new coaching staff, but definitely makes a brand new team, and yet the team's still able to compete for the fans?
Yeah, it's been amazing. So the environment that we are just feeling at AOD is incredible. So I want to say thank you to all the fans that are coming. They are supporting us a lot. Players are feeling that, and it's very special. And we see that every game, so it's getting better. And also, what we want to create here also is to have that identity, that people can come to the stadium and enjoy, have a great moment, a great time with their families, with their friends, and also we want the people who are coming to recognize the team to feel like okay, we are part of that project too, and I think we are on that way.
Especially heading towards the FIFA break. I know it's probably like a couple months away, but it seems like it's around the corner. Is there an emphasis that you're putting on your team to make sure that you guys take advantage of playing together as long as they are together before that FIFA break?
Yeah, absolutely. We know those breaks are good for players because I always say that as many players we have in the national teams, I think it's also good for us as a club. But it's not easy because you don't have time to train with them, and also it's hard for them with those flights, with those games, and also try to be focused again once they come back. It's not easy, but yeah, we want to be together and try to build what we want and try to prepare also the next game. It's going to be Utah, but now that's it's going to be a long time. So now we are focused on Seattle and try to prepare the game.